A lot of them are just out here choosing violence, and a lot of them are choosing violence against women. I might as well have put the camera. I might as well have put the camera, like, stopped it right here. I'm in focus, so we just gonna roll with it, okay? Hey y'all, my name is Ray. Welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time visiting, welcome. The topic of today's video, as you can tell by the title, is just an area where I think if a man thinks a certain kind of way, like there's something wrong with him, like it's just a danger, it's dangerous. What inspired me to do this video is, for those of you guys that follow me on Instagram, you're probably aware that one of my reels went viral. Like, I honestly, truly just be on Instagram having fun. I just want to have some fun. That's all I'm doing on social media, is having fun. Let's just go ahead and play a quick clip of the reel.
It's Dimitri calling again, the guy from the street. I left you a message several days ago. I don't like leaving second messages, but I like you. You're a very elegant woman. You're very attractive, but I don't play that game.
You can watch the full reel on my profile at Ray Beautiful. I posted that reel like a month ago, and the algorithm decided it was going to pick it up like a week or so ago. I was getting a lot of comments on that reel. It was like the algorithm picked up my reel and then targeted every woman that's ever experienced this before, and then like every man that's probably done this before, probably is or was a fan of Kevin Samuels, rest in peace. I was just kind of like appalled at the comments, and so at first I was just like ignoring the traffic. I was like, all right, at some point it's gonna die down. Like, my reel hit 1.2 million, so I'm like, let me talk about what I think is a dangerous mindset that men have, or that men tend to have. I'm not talking about all men, but there are a lot of men that think this way. And the reason that I even posted in the first place, right? I thought it was fun. It was meant to be lighthearted and funny because I have experienced like those type of interactions with men before. And I'm seeing all these comments, and the comments were like people thinking like that was a voicemail directly to me. And at first I ignored it. The majority of people thought it was funny, it was meant to be funny. Because it do be happening in real life, bro. Like, it happens in real life. But where it got weird for me was just a lot of the comments from the men, which I tried to monitor the comments from the men as best as I possibly could. Because there were women that were commenting and saying that they had been through this before. Some women were like, this sounds like my ex-boyfriend. This sounds like my ex-husband. Women expressing like just kind of, you know, some subtlety of abuse that you've experienced in your relationships maybe, or maybe some subtlety of harassment that you've experienced with men in the street. This is real life for women. And just the comments from the men were just alarming to me, because it was like, a lot of men was like, what's wrong with what he's saying? Why did you give him your phone number in the first place? Like, commenting to me as if it was real. Like, do y'all not see that this is a skit? Like, this is for fun. A lot of the comments that I saw from men that were like, almost like that's what you get type energy, which was alarming to me. And it was just like, are men, like, I'm just confused. Like, are men really oblivious to the fact that women are at risk every day when we're out in the street getting approached by men? We put ourselves at risk when we reject men in the street. It doesn't matter what kind of tone it's in. I've had experiences where I've been approached by men, and I could be like, you know what, I'm so sorry, like, I'm in a relationship. My default is that I tell men I'm in a relationship, and then for a while, even after I was engaged, like, I would wear my engagement ring just so men wouldn't talk to me. But I'd be like, you know what, I'm so sorry, like, I'm in a relationship, but thank you. You could be the kindest person and a man will still flip on you. I've had men throw water on me. I've had men get this close to my face and cuss me out. I've had men follow me. I've had like just some of the most dangerous experiences with men, which is like when men say, well, why did you give him your phone number? Have y'all not seen like the headlines, like the news, where women rejected a man, however she rejected him, shot and killed, stabbed? Like, women out here are losing their lives to men who are not capable of receiving rejection. So it was just kind of like seeing all those comments, and it got completely out of hand, y'all. Like, the men got so volatile in the comment section, I had to limit who could comment on the content on my profile, because it went from me being attacked personally, them expressing like, that's what you get, why'd you give your phone number, to them actually attacking women who were commenting under my comments. It literally became like an attack on women, not just myself, but the women who were commenting like, this sounds familiar. And then, I mean, obviously there were a lot more who like were getting the joke than who weren't. The ones who weren't were like the men who had like bruised egos or like still carrying some kind of hurt from an interaction with a woman maybe. But we, for the most part, we were enjoying the joke. It was like, it was funny. Like, I don't know. So, men who think that women are deserving or that women ask for hostility, volatility when we reject a man, that's a problem. There's something wrong with your thinking. It's so funny because I had an experience in my life and I had shared it with a guy friend that I used to have. It had to do with having been sexually assaulted, right? And raped and all that sort of thing. And just me literally having a breakdown and confiding in this person. Girl, it was like really just breaking down and pouring out. And the conversation, the exchange, like turned into like what I had done wrong, like why it was my fault. Like, you can't dress this way. Why are you dressed like this? Why are you out in the street by yourself? I can't go out by myself. It's my fault. For me, it's like no matter how I'm dressed or how I look, I still get approached. And there's just no telling how a man is going to respond to me saying no thank you. I was sharing my experience with him and it just was like, it turned into a screaming match where it was like I was trying to get him to understand. For some men, honestly, like they're not able to comprehend or have any kind of compassion if it's not their mother, their sister, their aunt, their daughter, like someone close to them. And so what I said was like, let it happen to one of your daughters and then you'd understand. And girl, that, like, he actually wound up telling people that I had wished sexual assault on his daughters, which it was like, really? Like, that's not what I said. That's not what I said, bro. Like, but honestly, truly, there are a lot of men walking around out here that really believe that women are deserving of some of their responses that they receive from men. There are really men out here really believing like that it's our fault. There's just so many stories, headlines. I'm just like, are you men just ignoring the fact that, like, are you guys ignoring how dangerous it is to reject a man who is like not capable of receiving rejection? Like, what is happening? Like, why, out of the thousands of comments that I received under the reel, majority of them were women saying, this happened to me. This literally happened to me yesterday. This literally happened to me. I was on a date, boom, boom, like telling their stories. It's just like, where's the disconnect? Are y'all not listening or do you just not want to hear? So I'm gonna say the same thing now and y'all can take it however you want to take it. A lot of y'all will not understand until it happens to your mom, until it happens to your sister, until it happens to your daughter. You won't get it. You just won't get it. And what I realized is that it's not that men have a lack of compassion. Not all of them have a lack of compassion. A lot of them have a lack of compassion for you. They don't care that it's you. But the moment you mention their mom, sister, daughter, then it's like, oh, like you can get offended when I mention your family members because it's like those are people that you love and care about. It's easy to not care about what's happening to a person that you don't care about. But when it's someone that you love, then it's like, how dare you say that? How dare you compare that to someone in my life? The reality is it can happen to anyone you love at any time, any day. That's just the reality. If she's a woman and she's out in the world, there's a chance. And there are a lot of men walking around out here with bruised egos, like that just don't know how to take rejection. So for me personally, like, I give my phone number. I've not given my phone number before and I've been attacked for it. I'm not gonna not give my phone number. I'm gonna give my phone number. And then I'm gonna block you as soon as I get in my car, as soon as I get home, as soon as whatever, I'm gonna block you. I do that all the time. What? Like, I have to protect myself. And women do it as a way to protect themselves. Like, but the notion or just the thought process that women bring this on themselves is just sickening. So anyway, I Googled like where the sound originated from. The guy's name is actually James Sears. What I found is that James Sears is a person. He's literally incarcerated right now. And he was convicted of 2 counts of willful promotion of hatred. Like, that's a thing. You can go to jail for willful promotion of hatred. He had been spewing some anti-Semitic stuff and then like some hatred towards women type thing. So it just like dawned on me, like any man that agreed with what he was saying, like not jokingly, but like, I mean in real life, you agree with what he was saying, like there's something wrong with you. You might really hate women. That's a whole, I can't even speak on that because that's like psychologically like outside of my range of comprehension. But there are a lot of men out here that really do hate women. And just be careful. I went on a blocking spree, girl, deleting comments, because what you're not going to do is you're not going to undermine the experiences of women. I'm a woman that is a believer of women. If a woman tells me that she's experienced something with a man, I'm going to believe you. I've had experiences in my life where people didn't believe me, and I know what that feels like. There's something wrong with you if you listen to the message and you don't hear anything wrong with it. The abundance of the heart is what the mouth speaks. I'm just like, in your heart, there's hatred there. There's hatred there. There's no other way to make sense of that. It went from being a fun, lighthearted reel to just kind of like getting real under the reel in the comments. So I just was like, let me just dead the comments for a period of time. Like, not gonna give you men a voice. It was just getting too much to where they were attacking women. But yeah, girl, like, be mindful. Listen to what these men are saying. I don't feel like it's the women's responsibility to have to educate men on like why certain things that are done, certain things that men do are like disgusting and inappropriate and shouldn't be done. I feel like it's common sense. But girl, like, I ask the Lord to just protect me as I go and as I come. Like, just keep a hedge of protection over me. Make me invisible to the people that are carrying a hatred in them, that are out here looking for trouble. Keep me protected and make me invisible to anyone that is not of you, not from you. Don't let them see me. There are some men out here moving as if they have genuine intentions and they don't have them at all. Listen with your spiritual ear and watch them with your spiritual eye. Like, okay, a lot of what you're saying sounds sinister and don't even make no sense for real. Like how you could move or how you could do that to somebody, how you could say that about somebody, how you can say that to somebody. Like, be mindful about the people out here in the world, because it's just, I feel like we're in a weird, the energy in the world just feels weird, bro. Like, I'm on protection mode, asking the Lord to like, I'm praying to the Lord about every interaction, every person in my life. Lord, if it's not sin from you, take it away, remove it. Lord, as I go out to the grocery store, make me invisible to any person carrying any type of demonic spirits, any principalities, Lord, make me invisible. I don't have time to deal, girl. We don't have time to deal. Keep certain people carrying a certain kind of spirit at a distance, because what's going to happen is you keep a sinister type person around, or a person that their character, you just see things about them that aren't right. You keep them around long enough, it's going to cost you something, like not making stupid decisions. If I pick up from you that you don't like me, I just need to pick that up one time. I'm not giving the benefit of the doubt anymore. I'm not waiting for the second, third, fourth, fifth offense. Like, you ain't got to show me but one time. This is the thing, like, when you reach a certain age, I keep saying this, your frontal lobe is fully developed, girl. Like, they know how they're showing up in the world. A lot of them are just out here choosing violence. And a lot of them are choosing violence against women. So this isn't a video to bash men. This is just for the ones that have just like a kind of when it comes to women and interacting with women and blaming women for being victims of harassment, blaming women for being victims of abuse, being victims at the hands of men. That's just, there's something wrong with that. Feel free to comment below, whatever you feel like commenting. I don't even know what to ask out of comment, but if you feel moved to share something, share in the comments below, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.